The machine is tireless, patient, and never argues back. Perfect versions of ourselves without any of the imperfections. The caring parent, the devoted lover, and the friend who is always listening. We act out our own realities through the machines we use, and so now we hold them closely. We are a culture so shaped by technology that we seem to be in constant battle between our affection for the earth and our dependent fascination with technology. Chickerell substation is one of hundreds of substations across the country, which form a network of critical infrastructure distributing electricity to millions of homes. Large steel lattice towers stretch rhythmically across the landscape. Wires lead into a complex mesh of steel and ceramic. Ambiguous grey boxes fill the site with high voltage signs. The electrical power is visible and the air cracks with charge. The project is a hotel situated within an electrical substation, an ordinary program in the presence of the extraordinary, which seeks to ask questions about how living alongside machines affects our everyday lives, our relationship with technology, and with each other. On this site, the machines are vulnerable, at risk of earthing. The human is equally at risk. In this environment, the building serves a much greater need than thermal comfort and daylighting, and instead is the means of cohabitation. The hotel's massing is restrained to the datum of the substation to allow electrified buzz to pass overhead. The white enamel steel roof sits on bulging dark walls, a minimal plane which protects the human inhabitant below this skin. From the exterior, it is clear that the intervention is alien to the site, a building in a space we would normally never consider for human inhabitation. An electrical insulator sits at the centre of a space, removed from its context, insulated within glass cages and passing out through an opening in the roof. It is only when these objects are viewed in these human-scaled environments that they can be truly understood. These encounters mark the beginning of a transition away from the overwhelming unknown. The dining room is a space where the finest cuisine is served, in a spectacular setting. Floor-to-ceiling windows look out over a field of electrified components as the evening sun casts long shadows into the space. Many families would now rather eat meals in front of a screen than talking to one another. Creating an environment such as this to dine gives the simple act of eating a much heightened importance, in the presence of a different kind of machine. The bedroom is the most intimate space in the hotel, and is where the substation presence internally is most prominent. In our homes, we sit with a screen at the end of our beds. In this hotel, we sleep with the technological sublime as statues which represent our modern worship to a different god. Our interface with the machine is how we gauge our own relationship. The design of internal spaces throughout the hotel demonstrate how the way we design for machines and humans have both similarities and difference. Despite being beyond normal realms of everyday life, these spaces are designed for human occupation. The architecture is a mediator between the substation and the human occupant, the interpreter, which allows the two to live alongside one another. The materials are noble, and the internal decoration derives from machine servicing rather than an applied finish. Underfloor heating is exposed and set within resin, and electricity is delivered from metal cables in the ceiling cavity. Electricity is now available to us in the developed world with such convenience that we don't have a second thought when using it. These spaces are designed to help us all take greater responsibility for the resources we use every day. The experience of inhabiting the hotel, even if for a brief period of time, is a heightened awareness of the presence of the machine. This not only applies to the sublime machines outside the window, but also the more noble technologies which maintain our buildings and cities every day. Built form and the machine age will always have differences, but there is incredible scope for parallel development in the future, which can transform the way we inhabit space and communicate with one another. The creation of difference, thinking differently, is a concept which enables us all to move beyond our known experiences and dislodge our current ways of thinking. Common sense is something we all take for granted and forms the foundations of our opinions. However, it is these opinions which often prevent us from dreaming of new worlds beyond our own. Architects have a unique opportunity to provoke a response. I hope this project proves that we all have the ability to work in previously unimagined modes of thinking.